the easiest and quick access that we give satanic force, that negative energy, that evil to enter in our minds and attack us and break us down bit by bit, element by element, is by giving up at the time of extreme situations, because it is the extreme situations that we encounter. We have to keep one thing in our minds, that it is that satanic force that is causing to happen our breakdown in that extreme situation, but that is not responsible for that extreme situation. No human being, may it be your boss, or I have taken some big loan and the bell is ringing. People standing out of my house constantly ringing the bells are not just doing their jobs because they know what their job is, and their job is to take the payments, their job is to cause that stress, their job is to scare the people who are at the other side, who are at the receiving end, and who are the faulters, who have failed to pay a particular loan or missed an installment. Now in such a situation, what needs to be done if you or I am at the receiving end? At first, we have to focus on the head office. We have to unlearn the consequences that we are being taught, that this is the consequences you have to face. This is the consequences that you have to pay. We have to unlearn that for just 2 minutes, and we have to cut off with the whole world and with that person and connect with that supreme consciousness in order to activate the positive aura. That is the Sakaratmak Urja we call in Sanskrit. That is the positive aura that needs to surround us, because only then we will be able to reach and open to the doors, and we will be able to reach and make a conscious access to those doors which are open for us, but we are not being able to see it because of the blindfold and that the evil, the satanic force has caused us. It attacks our willpower. The willpower is something that keeps us going. It is the conviction that keeps us going, but what Satan does is it hits you and attacks you at your conviction, at your willpower, and tells you that this is now the dead end, there is no way out. But we have to realize one fact, that even before us, many human beings have gone through exact situations, exact serious situations, and they have come out of it smoothly. How have they come out of it? And if they have come out of it, how is it that I won't be able to come out of it? My fate has also been written by the same supreme consciousness, and it is that fate, it is that destiny that can be fought. We can beat our destiny by connecting to that supreme consciousness, because he is in all power. If he is that entity who is controlling everything, if he has destined us to something, then it is he who can change the destiny, and we can fight back our destiny. We can battle with our destiny. It is only by connecting with that supreme consciousness, because that will enable us to focus on the hormonal systems by which the Satan attacks us. It is the hypothalamus, that is the head office of the brain, that is controlling the neurotransmitters, and the satanic force, the negative energy, attacks it and stops it to function it in a smooth way. It prevents it from functioning in that way in which it was functioning before you faced any situation that caused you stress. It very tactfully and strategically manipulates your mind when you are in some extreme problem, and causes your hypothalamus, that is the head office of the neurotransmitters, to stop functioning in a smooth way. And once the hypothalamus stops functioning in a smooth way, then the entire neurotransmitting system that consists of the serotonin, the dopamine, it causes the chemical imbalance, and there are trillions of millions of chemical reactions that is taking place in our brains, that is taking place in our system all the time, especially when you encounter some situation which is not in our favor. I have given an extreme example, and it attacks us in the situations when it is extreme. And rather, even if we encounter a situation which is not that extreme, our stress levels makes us to think, it causes us to think that the situation we are encountering is extreme, and that there is no way out. And this is the biggest myth, this is the biggest notion, this is the biggest blindfold and the biggest lie that Satan tells us, that there is no way out. There is no situation when there is no way out, because till this moment I am speaking and you are listening, till this moment, this action we are doing, this breathing that we are doing, it is not being caused by any human. No doctor can take its credit, no human can take its credit. We ourselves cannot take the credit of this breathing, this talking we are doing, the functioning of the hypothalamus. the interaction with what we are doing till this moment, the organs that is functioning within us, it is the gift of that Supreme Consciousness, and He is causing everything to happen. Now any boss who is trying to fire us, now any colleague who is trying to betray us, or who is trying to indulge us in some kind of office politics or some kind of dirty politics, or any family politics that you are getting messed up with, or any mess we are encountering in our lives, in our relationship, in our work field, anything, any loss that we are facing at this point of time, any health issue we are battling at this point of time, science is just giving us the immediate response, and science is giving us the methodologies and telling us that these are the ways why the thing is happening. But science doesn't say why at all it is happening. It could have been prevented. So science has its limitation, but that Supreme Consciousness, that divine power, that universal, that cosmic intelligence, that cosmic power is limitless, and that is not bound by anything, and that has the capacity to change your destiny. If destiny, we say that if destiny has it so, then so be it. No, if destiny has that I am going to die now, I can pray and ask for my health, and I can make sure that I connect with the Supreme Consciousness, and I can battle that kind of sickness that doctors has told that there is no hope, but there is one hope, that who is the controller, that is the Supreme Consciousness, and He will make sure that everything falls into place. And trust me, if you introspect and look back in your life, last 5 years, I always say the 5-year plan, last 5 years of your life will tell you that how and in what ways He has made things fall in place for you. Things have gone wrong. You have faced these situations earlier. When I face such kind of extreme situation, when I look back and I see that it is extreme, I have faced worst before. When I say that, okay, this is the worst, I have never faced this kind of situation before. If you look back, you will get a clear picture that you have suffered worst. You have encountered, you have battled a situation which has been more extreme than right now what is in front of you, because that is the ultimate truth, and what the blindfold that the Satan is giving you, and that the evil energy is telling you that this is the worst and there is no way out, this is it, now you cannot fight anymore. That is that blindfold that Satan is playing games with your mind and is attacking your hormonal system, because it wants to cause that chemical imbalance. Science is telling us that when we think in a particular way, how these chemical reactions happen, and then we function in a particular way. But science is not telling us on a deeper note that what is making it happen, what is causing it happen. Hormones are not like human beings. They don't start jumping on their own. There cannot be a hormonal imbalance if you don't think in a particular way. And when you think in a particular way, you are triggering and you are invoking that aura that is causing your hormone to function in a particular way. Suppose your dopamine level is very high. All right. So you're eating stuff, you're indulging in some sort of physical activity which is giving you some sort of physical pleasure for the time being. That is very temporary. For a temporary time, you are causing your dopamine levels to rise, but this is not the actual happiness, and this is not going to last also, because any physical activity for some sort of eating what you're doing, that will last, and for that 10-15 minutes you can feel that good mood or be in that happy zone, but in the 20th minute you will get back to that normal state of mind in which your dopamine level was neither high nor low. And that is the actual reality. And temporary solutions are short-lived, rather they cause harm to us. They can do no good to us. For time being, if those sharks are standing out, I can choose not to open door, I can choose not to face the situation, but at the end of the day I have to open door. This is an example that fits in most of the extreme situations. What you have to do at that point of time is immediately block that amygdala. How will you do it? Block everything around you, the worldly thing, and connect with the Supreme Consciousness. Just 2 minutes of your life, focus on your inhale and exhaling, and consciously say, I know that I belong to you. That Supreme Consciousness, I know that you have brought me till this moment, and it is you who will take me out of it. I have full faith and I am submitting myself to you. Okay, now open your eyes now with a clear mind, unlearning all the negative consequences, all the fears that have been conditioned to you, that have been trained you, and you have further trained your subconscious. Just unlearn them within 2 minutes. Now, if you say that, is it possible within 2 minutes, the moment you submit yourself to the Supreme Consciousness? It is possible at that very moment. Walk up to that door, open that door, face the situation and shock that person by giving him a very normal reaction. When that person, because he has those sharks standing outside, they have dealt with many people, so they know the sweat on your forehead and the fear, the unset fear in your eyes. You will open the door and give that pitiful reaction. No, just be very, very casual, be very, very balanced in your approach, talk it out, deal with the situation. What worst can happen? Nothing wrong can happen to you, because you're connected with the Supreme Consciousness. You have submitted yourself to Him, and He will cause your mind to think in a way, and you will cause your mind to balance your stress hormones, because you will be able to successfully manage and understand how your hormones are working, and you will not let that negative energy play with your mind. Once you know that your mind is being played with, you can play on, and when you start playing with the mind, then the mind will have to get trained according to your willpower, and your mind will be out of the clutches of that evil energy. Bread, 41 days of life-changing experience, life-changing course, no dependency. What the slavery? Bread.